Loneliness is a word that often carries heavy connotations. It is painted as the thief of joy, the silent shadow that creeps in when we are left alone with our thoughts. For many, it represents emptiness, sorrow, and disconnection. But what if loneliness is not the adversary we make it out to be? What if it is, instead, a profound teacher, a gift that can guide us toward greater understanding, emotional resilience, and inner strength? To grasp the gift of loneliness, we must first acknowledge its role in our emotional lives. Sadness and solitude are not just obstacles to overcome. They are necessary counterweights to the joys and connections we experience. Without these moments of stillness and reflection, our emotional spectrum would be unbalanced. Joy, without the contrasting presence of sorrow, would lose its brilliance. It is in the contrast between the two that we come to appreciate the highs and lows of life. Loneliness serves as an emotional reset, a pause that allows us to reflect on our lives and regain equilibrium. Imagine living in perpetual happiness, without a moment to stop and breathe. At first, it might sound like a dream, but over time, the absence of contrast would render joy meaningless. Loneliness reminds us of the richness of the human experience. It sharpens our awareness and deepens our capacity for empathy and understanding. Yet, loneliness is not just about emotional balance. It also serves as a mirror reflecting our innermost selves. In the quiet moments of solitude, we are stripped of distractions and forced to confront who we truly are. This can be uncomfortable, even painful, but it is also necessary. Loneliness provides a space for introspection and self-discovery, allowing us to reconnect with our core values, desires, and beliefs. Gratitude plays a crucial role in embracing loneliness as a gift. When we feel lonely, it is easy to focus on what we lack: the absence of company, the void of connection. But loneliness also offers us something precious: the opportunity to build a deeper relationship with ourselves. At the end of our lives, when everything else falls away, it is ourselves we must face. Relationships, achievements, and possessions may bring us joy, but they are ultimately transient. Our inner selves, however, remain constant. Loneliness, then, is not a punishment but a preparation. It teaches us self-reliance and resilience, equipping us to navigate life's inevitable challenges. It reminds us that, no matter how deeply we connect with others, there will always be parts of our journey that we must walk alone. And in this solitude lies a profound freedom, the freedom to explore our own thoughts, feelings, and dreams without interference. It is important to remember that loneliness is not a permanent state. Like all emotions, it is transient, ebbing and flowing like the tides. One moment we may feel isolated, and the next, we are surrounded by love and connection. This impermanence is what makes loneliness bearable and, in many ways, beautiful. It is a reminder that life is dynamic, constantly shifting and changing. The duality of loneliness and connection is what makes the human experience so unique. Unlike gods, who exist in a state of perpetual perfection, we humans are blessed with the ability to feel deeply. Gods may have power and omniscience, but they lack the vulnerability and imperfection that make life so richly textured. They cannot contradict themselves, cannot experience the full spectrum of human emotion. In their perfection, they are isolated, yearning for worship to fill the void that their divinity cannot. In this sense, perhaps gods are lonelier than humans. For a while we can lose and regain connection. Gods are trapped in their omnipotence. Their loneliness is infinite, whereas ours is finite, a fleeting shadow that gives way to light. Yet, we must also acknowledge the darker side of loneliness. When it becomes overwhelming, it can lead to despair and hopelessness. Loneliness, when unchecked, can drive people to make unthinkable decisions in their search for relief. It is in these moments that loneliness transforms from a gift to a burden. To navigate loneliness requires both strength and vulnerability. It requires the courage to face our own emotions and the willingness to seek support when needed. While loneliness can be a teacher, it is not meant to be faced alone indefinitely. Connection is an essential part of the human experience, and reaching out to others can help us find balance when loneliness becomes too heavy to bear. Loneliness also challenges us to be more compassionate. When we understand our own moments of solitude and sorrow, we become better equipped to empathize with others. We learn to recognize the signs of loneliness in those around us and to offer them the kindness and support they may need. In this way, loneliness becomes a bridge rather than a barrier, a shared experience that brings us closer together. Loneliness is not just an emotion, it is a deeply human condition. It is a reminder of our mortality, of the fleeting nature of life and connection. But it is also a reminder of our resilience, our capacity to endure and grow. By embracing loneliness, we transform it from a source of pain into a wellspring of strength and insight. Consider also the paradoxical nature of loneliness. While it isolates us, it also connects us to something greater than ourselves. In solitude, we often find clarity about our place in the universe. We begin to see the threads that link us to others, to nature, and to the broader flow of life. In these moments, loneliness becomes a portal to transcendence, a way of touching the infinite through the finite. Even in its darkest moments, loneliness carries the seeds of transformation. It pushes us to seek meaning, to strive for connection, and to build a life that aligns with our deepest values. Without loneliness, we might never feel the urge to grow or to reach beyond our comfort zones. It is the catalyst that propels us forward, even when we feel stuck or lost. To fully embrace loneliness as a gift, we must learn to sit with it, to let it speak to us without judgment or resistance. This requires patience and courage, but the rewards are profound. In listening to our loneliness, we uncover truths about ourselves and the world that we might otherwise miss. We learn to see beauty in the small, quiet moments of life: a sunrise, a gentle breeze, the sound of our own breathing. Ultimately, loneliness is not an end but a beginning. It is the starting point for a journey of self-discovery and growth. By facing it with an open heart and mind, we transform it into a source of strength and wisdom. And in doing so, we come to understand that loneliness, far from being an enemy, is one of life's most profound and unexpected gifts. Let loneliness guide you, not as an adversary, but as an ally. For in its quiet presence, you may find the strength to face life's challenges, the wisdom to cherish life's joys, and the courage to walk your path with grace and resilience. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the paradoxes of life. If you found this video thought-provoking, give it a like and share it with others who might enjoy unraveling these mysteries. Don't forget to subscribe for more content exploring the edges of existence. Until next time, question everything and keep exploring your own destiny. Take care. Bye-bye.